here. Yeah. I like to get into it. You know?
Yeah.
Sick.
We good to go? Audio rolling? Alright. One more clap.
Oh,
See?
you gotta do it again.
That was weak.
You're 2 for 3.
Yeah. There we
3
go.
for 4.
Yo, it's producer Quinn and welcome to the Hotbox Show. We're lighting up more than just pre-rolls. We're sparking curiosity, connections, and conversations. I'm joined by We Came as Romans, Dave and Andy. So light it if you got it, and here we go.
Hell yeah, man.
Sick, dude.
All right.
Stoked to be here.
So what we're going to do first, guys, is we're going to do a little review. Dave, I heard you're not going to be smoking with us today, though. Tell us about that.
Yeah. Hate to be lame, but never smoked on a show day. I don't know how it's going to affect my voice. I'd rather not try today. You know, New York's big market, big show. But I'm going to be here hanging. It'll be fine. I'll probably get a contact buzz since I don't smoke that often, and hopefully we'll still get the point across, you know?
No, it's perfect. Andy's going to have to smoke for you.
Yes.
Dude, I'm also clarifying. I'm doing baby hits here. I don't know if I can. Maybe I'll just do a little wafting, you know. But yeah, it's a big show tonight in New York, so I'm gonna try my best. But yeah, I'm stoked to smoke some weed.
Awesome, guys. All right. Well, Dave, why don't you pick what we're going to be smoking first?
All right.
Give it a little shuffle. See what we got.
Let's see. Triangle Poison.
Again.
Oh, yeah. Triangle Poison. It's by Flower City.
3 dog walker joints.
3 dog walker joints. Walk your dog. Let's walk our dogs.
I love dogs.
You love dogs?
See?
Dogs
Yeah.
are cat
Yeah.
people.
Dogs. You like cats, and well,
I
I mean, I
like
like
both,
both, but
yeah.
I don't have cats.
Just to smell. We're going to smell.
Just give
do
me
a
some
little,
poison.
A little smell first.
Dude, that does smell insane.
What are we getting? What kind of vibes are we
don't
getting
know.
from it? What hints?
Like a
Is it kind of fruity? Yeah.
Yeah, it's got a fruit, like passion fruit. That's what I'm...
Yeah, a little passion
And
fruit.
is there, I don't know, like
like paper?
strawberries or something? I don't know.
There's that paper.
It smells
smell?
like flour.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah?
It smells like a plant.
Well, Andy, let's light it up.
All
Let's
right.
do this.
Good luck. I salute you.
Wait, we got to cheers and we got to do a...
yeah.
We're actually going to say a gratitude first before we smoke it
Ooh,
up. So
love
we're
that.
not just,
Oh, I love that.
getting high.
Yeah.
Let's say what we're grateful for. Andy, if you want to start.
I'm grateful for my girlfriend Taylor, who's here in town with us. Yeah.
Dave.
Yeah.
Well, great. Now I can't say my wife. You know, 'cause you took it from me.
Well,
Thanks,
you're not
dude.
smoking, buddy. So.
You're right. You're right. Grateful for my health. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And I'm grateful to be here with you guys and my buddies that are all on set here today. We're going to have a good time and let's smoke it up.
Let's go.
Hell yeah.
I like that. Okay. Again, baby hits.
Andy's the funniest person ever when he smokes. I'm
don't
excited
know.
about this.
I'm only doing one hits.
What are we tasting here?
Still got to go to work. I don't know. I got to light it back up. I'm
There
going to
you
do
go.
like the cigar thing. Fruity Pebbles a little bit, maybe.
Some lavender. You
Yeah,
just taste
a little
that,
bit of lavender. Yeah, that's nice.
Well, great, guys.
like
what
that,
would you
dude.
rate this on a scale of 1 to 10? I know you're not a big
know.
smoker, but like, what would you give that first puff experience?
I don't know. I mean, I'd probably say like a 7.5, a good solid good. Yeah.
Flower
Wasn't like
City?
I was like, man, this is really bad weed, you know, but it was good. Yeah.
Bought you guys shitty weed from
Yeah,
the deli.
yeah.
Sorry, guys.
Dude, when
I
we
mean,
first
for the-
started touring, we were having to pick seeds and stuff
Yeah.
out of it and stems. It's kind of
Yeah. I mean,
come a long way.
I think for the title though, like Poison, you'd think it would be like this insane, kind of thing, but it's actually nice. Yeah, the name's a little deceiving. I don't know. Maybe if I read the back, give the good detail, but it was good. I liked it.
Nice.
Yeah.
What was the first time you smoked? Tell us about that experience.
Oh man, I smoked with, I'll say my buddy Rob Benz, this hippie dude in high school who played drums, and we jammed together. Or no, in middle school. Sorry, and it was I don't know. He was like, yeah, dude, I got a bowl, and we'll smoke some weed. And I took one hit, and I was pretty stoned. And then I just remember, I can't remember if we watched it's like Lord of the Rings or something like that, and then played some like Nintendo 64 or PlayStation 2 or something, and just hung out. But yeah, it was like so long ago, and I was like, yeah, weed's kind of tight. And I remember being like, oh, I'm so stoned, you know what I mean? And I probably wasn't, but come to think of it, I kind of do that now. I take one hit and I'm like, oh, I'm stoned. So yeah, so same experience.
Awesome, Dave.
I can't remember if this. I think this was more like my second time. The first time I don't think I actually like got high, but I think it was the second time I ever smoked. It was with Andy actually, and we were at our buddy's house and just in his basement smoking. And then we were like, oh, dude, we picked up donuts. They're in the car. Let's go out and grab them. So Andy and I go out. We go to my shitty 94. Can you swear?
Yeah.
Okay. we go to my, just swear. Making sure. We go to my shitty 94 Buick LeSabre. It was the car was awesome. It was a boat.
That's sick.
And I couldn't find the keys. So we're standing outside it and I'm like trying to get it unlocked. And then all of a sudden a cop pulls up and it's like the middle of the night and in a subdivision. And we're like, why is there a cop here? But okay, terrifying. Weed's still illegal in Michigan. And he rolls up on us. He's shining his flashlight in our faces, and we're both just beat red eyes, like terrified. And he's like, "What are you guys doing?" We're like, "We're getting donuts." And he's like, light to both of our eyes. He's like, "This is your car?" I'm like, "Yeah, license registration." All right, yeah. And then he's like, "You guys are staying the night here, right? You're not leaving?" We're like, "No, sir." He's like, "All right, if you leave, you're going down."
Yeah.
Okay. So we grabbed the donuts, went back inside, locked the doors, terrified the rest of the night.
Where that was close. It
was funny.
Right. It was at Rob's house, who plays in Dropout Kings. He's my tattoo artist. He's tattooed us a bunch.
Yeah.
And his mom was playing Cops, like the TV show, and I was like, "You turn that off."
Yeah.
So
that's amazing. Well, we're gonna get into our first game, guys. It's called Slow Roasted. We're going to play you a clip of one of your songs in slow motion, and you're going to have to guess what song it is. And then we'll do a little, a memory about the song, kind of how it was formed.
All right, cool.
All right, let's roll track 01.
Are we stoned or? That's sick.
So on the count of 3, you guys are going to say what song that is. 1, 2, 3.
Culture Wound.
I don't know.
Oh, we have a different song here.
I have no idea.
Really?
No idea.
No.
You think it's Plagued? You want to hear it again?
Yeah, you play one more time.
All right, we'll play it again. One more time.
Yeah, I got it. Dude, we gotta play that like that.
Dude,
tonight.
like that? Yeah.
All right, 3, 2, 1.
Culture Wound.
All right, so tell me about that song, guys.
I wasn't really listening the first time because I was just shook by how heavy it was. But
that song, man, that song took so many different turns. Yeah, it was like me, Will, and you in the studio. And I think like a couple months prior, I have this like huge list on my phone of just like song ideas and concepts. And Rick Rubin, like I always quote him because he's just like the man. He's the vibe guy. But he's got this cool like kind of theory on how like songs and different things like that are almost kind of like they're different like souls or entities, and you kind of like they'll like kind of come to you in certain ways. And that's like at least what I believe. So I was like sitting in Nashville one day, and all of a sudden it was like it just like the word culture wound like popped into my head, and I was just like, dude, that's so sick. I'm writing it down. And we worked with Will on this like industrial song, and the song originally, like, it sounds pretty similar to what it does now, but it got like kind of like pulled apart and then turned into a new song, and then eventually like that song just didn't end up being as good. And then we were like hanging out, and we were like, let's play the OG version. And then we were like, dude, the OG version rips, and let's bring it back. So we brought it back to life. And originally we had written about like it was kind of more so about like a big pharma kind of thing at first, and then we wanted to make it, you know, more along the lines of talking basically just about, are we in our like culture and like any different kind of thing, like, are we really helping humanity become like better people, or are we inherently like making it worse? And it kind of is like almost that pose to like question to yourself, like, hey, am I really making right steps to be a better person in, you know, the culture like around me? Am I really helping, or am I like actually hurting it? And so that's kind of like a little bit behind that song. But
yeah, man, it's just cool how that song went through so many different renditions, and then it kind of wound up going back to the original one with just a few changes. And yeah, that song's our baby.
Yeah,
we love that song.
And it's so weird and out of character. And it's originally, because it was supposed to be kind of like it's almost supposed to feel like you're kind of like on a drug. That's like the beginning, like you're kind of like withdrawing almost in a sense, and then you kind of take this drug when it goes into the sink your teeth in me part, and then, you know, so, but we like changed it up and wanted to add those elements, but it's a weird one.
Yeah, dude.
That's great, guys. Let's play track number 2.
I need to listen better this time.
I know what it is.
All right, 3, 2, 1.
I'm bad at
All right,
this.
wait, do one more. 3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1.
Plagued.
I don't want to. Now it's plagued, right?
Yeah.
It's got to be.
It's plagued.
okay.
It's
Yes.
plagued. So talk
Dude,
about
I'm good at this game.
talk about
I was just going to guess plagued every time
Yeah.
until it was right.
next song.
Yeah.
Plagued. Talk about the album and kind of how the success of it, you know, affected you guys, and kind of, you know, what the beginning of Plagued, kind of what does that mean?
Dude, Dark Bloom, that album in general, you know, after Kyle passed and everything, we were a little unsure what the future looked like for us, but whether we'd still be a band or what it would look like. But we knew that we owed the fans a response, you know, and we owed ourselves a response. And there was so much trauma that we had to work through. And the only way that we really know how to work through it is making songs about it and going through it together. So making that album, that was the main goal. And, but it's crazy that album brought us to an entirely new peak that the band hasn't seen before. So that's just wild in general. And we've been riding the high from that, and it set us up for a new record, which is awesome too. But Plagued, you can talk about that.
Yeah. You almost kind of feel like I'm gonna say like cursed, but you just feel like these bad things are kind of happening to you, and you don't really recognize yourself, and you feel like you're in this like constant, you know, state of hell. And I think like you know, obviously like when Kyle passed, there's just these stages of grief, and like that's where kind of like the rage comes from, is because it's just like you just feel this like anger. And you know, a lot of the songs originally we wrote for Dark Bloom, we ended up scrapping because they were just like so sad. And you know, Kyle was never a sad person. He was just a very go-getter, like excited, like life of the party kind of dude. And you know, I think we started, you know, turning certain things into the, like, you know, scrapping these sad songs and then writing like, you know, exciting, driving like things, or things that we wanted to, you know, even remember Kyle for. And then other songs were just stages of grief and the grieving process. Cause it's just like, that record took so many years to come out with. So you go through all these ebbs and flows and ups and downs, and you're in between touring, and then you have COVID, which makes you miss your buddy even more. You're isolated, and so it's like it was just like kind of going through that rage and going through that like anger and feeling like just everything is just constantly against you. So yeah.
Wow. Thanks, guys. Let's roll with track 3.
I'm really bad at this. No idea.
Dude, run it again. Run it
Run it
again.
back.
I'm going to get this. That sounds like you're saying like
It's so sick.
yeah. Dude, I actually have
But I have no idea. I'm stumped. I mean, I've been stumped on all of them, but
Okay, wait, I think I
Give
got
it one more listen,
Yeah.
and then we'll
Yeah.
lock in our final selections.
Yeah. It's something in A sharp.
I'm
that's good to
stumped,
hear.
dude. I have no idea.
I don't think it's. I want to say Cold Like War, but I don't think it is. But wait, hold on, is it newer or is it off the new
It's
record?
old.
It's old
It's
one.
old.
Oh wait, dude, is this Broken Statues?
It is not.
Is it To Plant a Seed?
It is not.
Wait. Oh, I Will Not Reap Destruction.
It is still not.
Damn it. All right, I don't know.
You're doing better than me, dude.
Yeah.
I have no
Well,
clue.
technically, I'm like losing because I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm like,
What we have for you guys is What I Wish I Never Had.
oh my God, dude.
Tell me about that song, guys.
Dude.
That's an old one.
Oh my God.
Yeah, go for it.
I'm trying to even remember how the song goes. Right now. Yeah.
Is that right? Yeah. Wait.
What I wish I
Yeah.
Ever had. Yeah.
Oh my
we
God.
have so many songs.
I know,
Hold on.
dude. It's like there's songs I
Hold
I've
on.
totally
Now
forgotten
I gotta
about.
like go back through the catalog, dude. Hold on. This will be. You should know this, dude. I'm stoned.
Yeah.
You should.
I need to rid myself of resentment.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God, dude. How do you it's
That was so long ago, dude. I don't.
it's weird to
on.
think that
Yeah,
one day we're gonna Yeah.
Yeah. Bada 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 bam bam bada bada.
That song kind of ripped.
Yeah. Okay. I was trying to think if it was that song or What My Heart Held, because I was like the title sometimes. Our old titles are all like what we've become when last time we were gone. Like they're just like sometimes you can get them a little. You can get a little confusing sometimes. So it's like one of those things where you gotta do a double take.
Yeah,
I
and
don't
that
know.
record was such a whirlwind, to be honest. We were on the To Plant a Seed cycle, and we had our whole entire lives basically to write To Plant a Seed. And then this album was like, all right, you guys are going to go on the road for 300 days this year, and we need a new record. And we're like, oh, okay. So we were just, writing it on the road, basically. And Josh, at the time, was like our guy, our primary writer. And then he got really sick during the To Plant a Seed cycle with meningitis and was hospitalized in a coma. And he woke up from it and then just buckled down and started writing. And then at this point, we were up against it. So we had to go down to Joey Sturgis and track the whole album in like 3 weeks or something and wrote the whole thing on the road. And it was chaos writing that album.
Yeah, and it was a lot of pressure on Josh too, just
Yeah,
to like
man.
write it all, because like
And especially after coming out of a coma. I mean,
so we all had our own like things when To Plant a Seed. You have your whole record or your whole life to write your first record. So that was like To Plant a Seed was we were just like kids and we're like, oh, we got a record deal, and this is sick. And then we had toured so much and got like. They were like, we need another record, and Josh was like, all right, I'll do it, which was awesome that he did it. But yeah, a lot of us were like fried too, so it was like a thing too, where I look back at some of those songs and I'm like, wait, which one,
Yeah,
So,
seriously.
And then we took a little bit more time with our third record, and we got to like, again, do it more as a group. Because we were like, agreed upon it. And we worked with Feldman. So it was like, after that, we were like, okay, like we don't want to apply too much pressure just on one person. You know what I mean? And one thing,
everyone was
get the boys back, get all the feedback back. So yeah.
And the budget was way friendlier too on Transmec Roots. Mm-hmm. So we had time to write it, and way more enjoyable process.
Damn, that was a blast from the past.
Yeah, dang, dude.
Well, let's roll track number 4.
Nowhere left to run? Is that what I said?
It sounded like you said, destroy the future. Write that down, dude.
Yeah. That's what we should start doing, listening to all our songs really slow to get new ideas.
Yeah, dude, I don't know. Run it again. Can we run it again? Cold Like War.
You got it. You're good, man. Dave, what's going on, man?
No, dude. Because I didn't smoke.
I know. I smiled it. I sat there and smiled while I bled out. But for this, I
kept hearing nowhere to hide. I'm like,
yeah.
I didn't smoke, so I'm bad at this. That's why.
Dude, listen.
Tell us about Cold Like War and kind of that journey.
Cold Like War is one of my favorite records we ever done because we started really taking some new turns there. At a certain point, you know, just the song Cold Like War, which turned into kind of the album. It's like after our fourth record, we were going through this like almost like, you know, we would try to do a radio thing on our fourth record and it didn't work, and went through this identity crisis, and we were trying to write songs that, you know, we could all relate to, and that's like been the new rule. It's like we should write songs that every person can feel. So it's like if Dave's on stage, he can bring out the most passion writing about, you know, something that he feels passionate about. But if we write a song for me, you know, it's not gonna like reflect. So we started doing that actually at the start of Cold Like War because we were all in Russia at one point, and or we were headed to Russia from Europe.
Yeah,
and this is when they just had invaded Ukraine in 2014. And, you know, we weren't sure if it was like safe to go. And so, you know, I think half the band was like, hey, we should go. And the other half were like, hey, we're like, this is like dangerous. We shouldn't. So it was the first time we were like fully split as a band, you know, and we were a 6-piece at the time. And so half the band was like super pissed at the other half, and the other half. And then we ended up going home, and we were just kind of like in this split, this feud. And so we wrote that song like Cold Like War. It was like a Cold War like kind of thing, like and it's about that time. And it was also, you know, we had to kind of fight this battle of finding a new identity for ourselves, and a new step in who we are, and to kind of get back to like not like the roots, but just, you know, not being something we're not, you know.
Writing that album was fun because Andy and I every day would go off and either do a hike or go to a coffee shop or a cocktail bar, whatever we were vibing with that day. And him and I would just sit there and like write down experiences that we've had together that were meaningful, you know, at some point in the band's career. And then we'd try to find trigger words in those stories that were visual or creative, and then work off those words. And yeah, that was fun. That was a cool process. And we took that process with us every record after that too. And that's the first time we started doing it, though, was that record. It was a blast.
Yeah, it was sick.
It's tough at first because full-blown identity crisis.
Who are we, dude?
Who are we? What are we doing?
Let's write some tunes. Who are we? What do you do?
We actually, I remember...
Sorry. Literally was what it was.
No, legit. I remember our producer started messaging fans from his personal Instagram or Facebook or something. He started finding our fans and messaging them and asking
for money.
Yes.
I'm joking.
Band did a radio album, flopped.
No,
they
I'm
need
kidding.
money.
Sorry, I'm joking.
No, just asking like, what do you guys want to hear from WeCar? Like what's missing here?
Yeah.
And getting their feedback. And then he brought us all that feedback, and it helped us kind of figure out where we needed to go as well. So that was really helpful input, honestly, because we had no idea.
It felt like a resurgence and an evolution on that album. So
Yeah, man.
I'm glad you guys
Agreed.
took that direction and just kept going in it.
Thanks, man. Yeah, that's super proud of the
Yeah, I
record.
appreciate that.
Let's go with track number 5.
I know.
I didn't smoke, so I have no idea.
Is it Dreams?
It is not.
It's off the first record.
It is not.
Damn it.
Let's roll it back one more time.
The poison's got me. I can hear like this like orchestra thing in the back, like this kind of thing. I feel like it's off. Is it off the fourth record? No.
No. No.
Is it
It's not.
oldie?
It's an old it's a medium-y.
Medium-y.
Oh wait.
Is it?
Oh, wait,
Is it
it's-
present, future, past?
Ding 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 ding.
Oh, he got one.
It's because I got a contact high.
Sick,
Totally.
yeah.
I was kidding.
All right.
Oh, yeah, like a forest burning.
Yeah. Try to destroy. Dude, that song was so fun.
That song was sick. Yeah.
I mean, everything about that song was so fun.
You can ask us that question.
Yeah, sorry, I'm jumping the gun on you.
I'm just coughing over here, guys.
Oh, okay.
No, I want to actually know from Tracing Back Roots, you had the bonus tracks for Target.
Oh yeah.
Tell me about those tracks and why they don't exist in the world right now. Because
man.
I tried to listen to them again and I can't find them anywhere, but those songs were great.
Dude, a fan actually just pointed this out to us, and I don't have an answer for that yet right now. I don't
I don't know if that's a label thing or was just like a.
I don't know. But a fan pointed it out, and then we started. This was like just a few weeks ago, actually, and we started thinking about it and trying to figure out what happened to them.
Yeah.
Because those songs were fun, man. They were they were cool.
What two are they?
One Face, I want to say.
Yeah,
Is that a song?
and King of Silence, was that one? No.
No, King of Silence was with the.
Was
Hope.
it-
It was the dual release.
Wait, was it Fairweather and
Fairweather. No, Fairweather was with Machine.
Let These Words Carry On?
That was with Machine too.
Okay. Wait, what are the songs then? I'm confused.
Yeah. No, there are two other. We had extra like.
Dude, we have so many songs.
Yeah, we had two extra Feldman songs, and we were like, dude, we should do a re-release.
Yeah, wasn't it King of Silence and
Those are the first two. King of Silence and Hope are the first two times. It was like a test run to see if we would mesh
that's
well
right.
with Feldman, and we totally did, and it was great. And then when we did the whole record,
okay, because the fan was pointing out, I think, Fairweather and
Yeah.
Let These Words
Well,
Carry On or whatever.
yeah.
So I think I'm talking about something different. My bad.
Fairweather, yeah, those are. Fairweather was a re-release on the Take Action compilation.
That's right.
Because we did the Take Action tour at the Used in 2012, and then King of Silence was the two release we did with Feldman. But yeah, I think we just had like so many songs with John Feldman, and we were like, dude, like we should re-release with some extra goodies in there, and do some, like put these songs out because they were cool songs. And we did the same thing for the second record, and the same with we've deluxed every one except for the fourth record.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. It's crazy. It's funny listening to all this because I forget how big our catalog is. There's got to be
it's
like,
insane.
100 plus, maybe reaching 100 songs or something like that, which is also insane.
Which means we've probably written 1,000.
Yeah. I'm going to listen to them all in slow motion. So if we do this
Yeah.
again, I'll be like, dude,
Let's
can't
go.
get one by me, dude.
Dude, I remember tracking. Oh, I'm sorry, man.
No, go ahead.
I remember
go ahead.
tracking vocals for that song. Though I love that song. As we wrote it while we were at we were staying at a surf resort area in LA with Feldman. And we were just getting up every morning and surfing. And then we'd sit in this garden and write. And we got so excited about this song. John was like, let's just track it right here.
Yeah.
And so he had his engineer come out with a laptop and a couple of these mics. And Kyle and I just tracked the song in this garden at this like surf resort thing. And people are walking by like, what the fuck? And I'm screaming, try to destroy me. You know? And yeah, good memories though on that record. It was a vibe.
Yeah, it was a good time.
Amazing. Let's roll track number 6. We got 2 more left for you guys on the tracks.
Oh, I know it.
That's an old one.
Yeah.
Andy, you said that like 5 times. You've been like, I got this. But what is it then?
Intentions.
It's not intentions.
Dude, the poison's got me, dude. Way on.
Poison's got a hold. Walk the dogs.
Oh, that's search and seeking, reaching always.
Reaching always in search of what we one day will find.
Won't find when
the roads end.
When you know yourself, you to know the self is to.
That's how our old song titles used to be.
Yeah.
Tell me about To Plant a Seed and kind of working with Joey on that one.
Well, we just ran into Joey the other day.
Yeah, man.
Just sick. He's a boat guy now.
Those times were so exciting. It was funny. I mean, we were living on $2 a day, so we were just basically eating hot dogs and grilled cheeses every day. And
yeah,
I remember when we first started tracking it, we couldn't afford to stay with him because like he would charge extra if you were sleeping in the house, which, you know, man's got to make his bag, you know, I get it. So we were like, that's cool, man. Like, it's not in our budget. We're just going to sleep in the van in Kroger. Yeah. So we were sleeping in the van in Kroger, and then he felt bad, and he's like, guys, you guys can just crash with me. It's cool.
He did. Like, all right. Well, he recorded in a garage at first. And so it was a small garage with no bathroom. So you had to like take the van or you had to go like pee out back somewhere. And it was like, and then, we slept in the van, and then the Taco Bell, like the lady was like, there's this old Taco Bell, like, it's like a tank of water with these little platforms on it, and you spin it when you put like a quarter in there, and you can get like a free burrito or like a dime. And the lady was like, all right, you just put it in and tilt it and like tap it, and eventually it'll get to the bottom. So she showed us the hack. So we were just grabbing change, living off Taco Bell. And then that was for the Dreams EP. But then when we recorded, Rise, I'm pretty sure Rise Records got in this like house in Connersville, Indiana. And then, he was like, you guys can't sleep in your van. Like, come, you can stay in the house for the full, for the full record. And it was just fun. We were staying up, like the hours would just go by, like, and like days turned to nights, nights turned into days. Like, cause sometimes Joey would just like be up till like 7 a.m, then we'd sleep and then be like, all right, let's start tracking at this time. So you never really knew a time, but we were just like having so much fun and being creative, and every person got to track all their own stuff. And it was just like on this like small little budget out in the middle of nowhere, and you're just with your friends and, and just having a good time. So I think we were all like 18, 19 at the time.
We were super young.
So it was awesome.
Andy and I snuck into a wedding one night, and we were like 19, and they thought we were another band, and we weren't. And they were just like, well, you guys, here's some shots. And we were like, okay. Sick. Got all ripped up at some country club in Connersville.
Yeah.
It was hilarious. We're like, we're not even supposed to be here, let alone be drinking right now, but okay.
Yeah.
It's awesome. All right. Roll the final track of Slow Roasted, track 7.
I think I know it. I keep doing that, and then I get it wrong.
Andy thinks he knows.
Do you know it?
Nope.
Is it 12:30?
You got it. Ding, ding,
Damn.
ding. Nice job,
You like
man.
that? Sick the things that you work. Can you play it back? Sick the words that you.
It's
I
funny,
needed that one.
Even when you
Needed
tell
the
me
last
what it is,
one.
I still can't hear it. I'm bad at
The
this.
things that you want to say, thanks, sir.
How do you guys feel about that album reflecting on it now?
Just bad vibes, man.
Yeah.
To be honest, all around. A lot of it falls on us, just not being true to ourselves and like what we wanted to do. I don't know. I think we had too many cooks in the kitchen too. I think that it was just like everything around this entire album was just cursed in some way, and everything we tried to do just didn't work, and the way that things were released didn't work, and like the way that every single thing on that album went down, it wasn't how we wanted it, and we were still pretty young at this point, and I don't know. Looking back, I wish we would have stood up for ourselves a little more and took our time with more stuff, and we've learned that now. I mean, our most recent record, we rewrote the thing. You know, All Is Beautiful Because We're Doomed. We rewrote the album like 2.5 times till it was right, and we've just learned like from that experience, if it's not right, you just scrap it, start over, or keep working on it until it is. And I will say, like, the silver lining is I'm thankful we went through that experience because we learned so much about what not to do and how to do things correctly. And then it also taught us how to be more hands-on with our business. We were all so unplugged from it at the time. We just were kind of letting things roll and, you know, and letting everyone that worked for us handle everything. And we had no idea what was going on. So much of that fell on us too. And we quickly learned, like, no, this is a business. We all have to be involved in it, and we all have to know what's going on. And so, yeah, looking back on it, it's not the best memories, but I also don't think we'd be where we are right now if we wouldn't have gone through that process.
Yeah, you hit the nail on the head, honestly. Yeah, it's one of those things too. I think for a while, like that record, you know, I mean, for me personally, I was at just such a comfortable state of life where I thought I kind of had everything figured out, and I kind of was like, oh, like doing this or doing that, and I'm like, yeah, well, everything should go just normal, and like Dave was saying, just kind of like let go and kind of like have a bunch of yes man in your ears, and you know, I think it was just like a thing where, you know, it's not like we didn't work hard on the record or was like a no care. It was just I think that we thought we were like, in some sense, everyone was telling us like, you're invincible, like unstoppable. And then, you know, as soon as that record came out, we noticed that like the attendances were bad, like merch was bad, weren't getting tours, and then like people like quitting or leaving. And it was just like a thing where like, you know, for a long time I had a lot of anger and a lot of like pointing the finger at like what happened with that record. And I had to like do a lot of like reading and stuff and like just self, you know, whatever, to like let that go and realize that like, dude, I approved everything for the green flag for that record, you know? So the only person I can really blame is me. And I think that's when it was like, okay, we all kind of realized, you know, I think everyone had their own way of doing that and being like, we need to take responsibility and we need to like make sure that we are writing from the heart and being genuine about it. So
Yeah, man.
it is a tough record to listen to. And sometimes I look back and think that even the year 2015, like I just like, ugh, like, you know,
Yeah,
but
dude,
it wasn't like it was a terrible year, but like sometimes I just think about that record and I'm like, man, I wish I'd like would have done things differently. And I wish I would have stood up for myself more. And I wish I was a little bit more aware, but it made me more aware today. So I'm thankful for it at the end of the day.
Awesome, guys. So we're going to move on to a new segment called Becoming We Came as Romans. We're going to you're going to take us back to kind of the first time you guys met each other. I want to know like how you two met initially, and then how did you become friends after that?
I love telling this story.
Go ahead, man.
We had this like insane bass player, classically trained, like jazz bass player. I mean, he was insane. And he's like, guys, I got to quit. I'm going to school, you know? And we're like, that's all good, man. Like, we support you. Go do your thing. So I started messaging like everybody on MySpace. I don't know if anyone knows what MySpace is.
This is
anymore,
when the band was like, you were only like 5 months in.
Yeah, we were like tiny. I mean, Andy's an OG member basically. But
yes, he said it. You got it on camera. You got it, right? All 3 cameras, good.
I must have messaged like 30 people that play bass or had like bass in their pictures, and no one responded. except Andy. Andy's like, dude, I'll come out. So Andy comes out, and Andy at the time wasn't as good of a bass player and had a lot of learning to do, but his vibe was like awesome, and his stage presence was awesome. And within like 2 weeks of being in the band, he got us our first t-shirts. We had never had merch before that, and he like jumped on that, and we were like, this guy's awesome. His work ethic is through the roof. Like, he'll figure out the bass thing. And he did, he buckled down and got really good at it, but he was just immediately everyone's best friend and worked really hard. And that's what we were looking for at the time, just hard workers that could buckle down and get stuff done.
Yeah.
So it worked out.
That was sweet. And
yeah.
Same with Dave. Like he messaged me on MySpace and then was like, dude, he was actually playing guitar at the time.
Yeah.
So he wasn't even the vocalist. They had two other different screamers. And so
two screamers.
Yeah. So Dave would be like, all right, cool, and yeah, dude, I just remember him messaging me being so stoked. And then I kind of saw that their merch kind of sucked and different things. And then I was pumped to like hop in and join. But, Dave was sick of guitar, but then eventually, went to vocals and did this whole new thing.
I just want to say I've been trying to not be a singer my entire musical career, and I just keep getting put in that place. So I don't know. I'm just going to stick with it now, I guess. Yeah.
But no, hey, man. But I was going to say, like,
I was not sick of guitar.
Dude.
You're lying.
All right. Maybe it was like, you were pretty good.
That was okay. Yeah.
So whose idea was it to start the band?
Mine. I'll try to make this as quick as possible. I was in a pop punk band at the time, singing and playing guitar. Started getting into some heavier stuff, and I went to see The Used at the Fillmore in Detroit, and The Bled was opening, and they were on their Pass the Flask album, and I was mind blown away. I got the shit kicked out of me in the mosh pit. I think I came home, I had like a black eye, bloody nose. I got like trampled, thrown around, but I was like, that was so sick. And I think it was 2 or 3 weeks later, I started this band. Kind of put my pop punk band on hold and lost some friends over it at the time, and started a new band with some new guys and started making really heavy stuff. And everyone was like, you're out of your mind. You guys suck really bad. And I'm like, dude, but it's going to be fun. It's going to be cool. And stuck with it. And I guess it worked out a little bit. And yeah.
Just a little bit. So what were the other contenders for the band names?
Well, it used to be called.
When you joined, it was called This Emergency.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then the other two vocalists that were in it just made up We Came as Romans, and we thought it sounded cool.
Yep. No meaning
You didn't
whatsoever.
have a say 'cause you were playing guitar, dude.
You're right.
Being the vocals, you get a little bit more
They
power,
were like,
dude.
"We
You got the
came as
mic.
Romans. And we were
Yeah.
like, that sounds so cool. And now 20 years later, people are like, so what does your band name mean? And I'm like, I don't know, man.
They were
I really
probably
don't know.
smoking the poison.
Yeah. That they were.
Probably
Absolutely.
ripping the. Yeah.
So tell me about the first song you ever wrote as We Came as Romans then. The first song.
Like the real, like from the EP or from
just like the first song ever.
I want to say it was
Just something.
What is Dust or something like that?
Was it Letters?
No, dude. It goes far back. Like 3 Can Keep a Secret if 2 Are Dead.
I thought that was This Emergency still.
Well, I guess the first We Came as Roman. It depends, like, because we did this like demonstrations EP, and it was like Letters. It's the same kind of thing as the that we did in the Dreams EP. But yeah, it was like.
I think that'd be the first songs that were We Came as Romans.
Is it Mouth to Mouth or whatever?
Yeah, Mouth to Mouth, Letters, Colors.
Dude, these are
Numbers?
bad.
Numbers
song
was
titles,
our big
dude.
song at the time. Or Colors and Numbers, I would
Yeah.
say.
Colors and Numbers, yep. And then
How did we go from one word song titles to entire books
I don't
for
know,
song
dude.
titles?
the
in
new
just a few
record?
years?
Yeah, the new record name is like this long. So
That's awesome. So I want to hear about your first mosh pit experience that you guys ever did, and then your first time having a mosh pit for WCAR.
oh man.
Yeah, my first mosh pit was The Bled. I didn't know what I was getting myself into, but life-changing for sure.
Oh, dude, I'm trying to think of what mine was. I'm trying to think. actually might have been like, I saw Taproot at St. Andrews with my dad. So I feel like it probably goes farther back, but yeah, I don't, it was more of a push pit. It wasn't really a mosh pit. So not a big mosher, but yeah.
We used to rent VFW halls and put on our own shows. And we would do that because nobody would book us because we were shot and we were so young. So we'd book the show ourselves, rent the hall ourselves, book the bands, and then we would bill ourselves a lot higher than we should have been, which, you know, I thought it was good business. We're like, cool, let's do that. And it did help the band grow a little quicker. But I want to say it was one of those VFW shows was our first mosh pit. Like, it was a decently full house because we had a pretty big headliner. And yeah, we got people going.
Yeah.
It was loud. Didn't sound good, but it was loud.
What's the like feeling like being on stage and having a mosh pit form?
Oh,
like,
it's
run
sick,
us through
dude.
that.
Yeah, dude.
It's just you just feel awesome. You're like, dude, they're into it, and like, but it's like so intense and emotional. Especially like we just played Incarceration, and there was like a sea of people and multiple mosh pits, and Dave's like, put them together, dude. And then this huge one. So it's like, I don't know. It's like it's a really cool feeling, and it's just cool to see people so emotional and gassed up about music that they're physically doing something about it. You know what I mean?
That kind of connection with the crowd, man. Like whether they're singing along or moshing, whatever, when you're all on that same wavelength and there's that many people, there's no drug in the world or alcohol or mountain climbing or whatever it is that like gives you your adrenaline. There's nothing that compares to that. Like that's what keeps us coming back, man. It's absolutely hooked on that feeling.
Well, I'm going to be in the pit tonight. I'm going to have that 360 camera.
Sick.
So let's roll the clip of the 360 camera.
Just keeps going.
So we weren't going to roll that clip yet, but let's talk about it. I want to say, Dave, that it's not like you. And I was like, what is going on with Dave? Is he okay? Like, do we need to make sure he's like good with everything? But really, like, tell me about this swearing, because you don't swear often in your music. But you dropped 2 F-bombs in this song. Tell me about that.
I've never been opposed to swearing. It didn't seem like there was a proper moment before. And in this song, it just, it felt right and it worked. And the ending, Get Fucked, actually got taken out and then put back in, then taken out. And then finally everyone was like, no, we got to keep it in there and put it back in. So even then we were a little unsure about it, because with swearing, I feel like a lot of times there's a better way to say something that's more creative than just fuck or whatever you want to say. But I don't know, this song, it seemed fitting. That song's just about the craziness of our 4th record and how upset we were with not only ourselves but a lot of the other people working and a lot of the other things that happened. So we were like, this is one of the angriest eras of the band. This would probably be a fitting time to drop it.
It's amazing.
Yeah, man.
And this actually just premiered for the first time on this show. So
sick.
people are going to be hearing it for the first time on this show right now.
Hell
so
yeah. It's a
that's
ripper.
my favorite track from the record.
Shit. Hell yeah.
Dude, I'm glad to hear that.
That was a close single almost.
Yeah, we had a few close singles, and that was one of them.
Yeah.
And we
Song's got
we
some
like
switch
that song.
ups. Yeah.
There's
that
a lot
went
of Dune like synthesizer
Yeah.
influences in there. When Dune 2 came out, we went and saw the movie together, and we were like, the music in this is insane.
Sick.
So while we were doing a few songs, we'd have Dune, the original one on, and not the original one, but the first Dune, I mean, on, and just jamming the synths and trying to put weird synths and synth pads and landscapes in the songs we were doing, and that song's pretty cool.
Yeah. Took a lot of turns.
I want to hear about the synths more and all the samples that you guys used on the new record. Tell me about that.
Yeah, I mean, it was cool working with, Drew and Will both, and them helping us with synthesizers. They were pretty intrigued by the fact that we love Interstellar and Dune and like Inception and Hans Zimmerman in general. And so a lot of the synths and the whole album are inspired by those movies and the tones from those movies. And I mean, when you see Dune in theaters, the sounds are one of the coolest things. Just how it shakes the whole theater. These super low, eerie synthesizers, and love it, dude. Love it. So yeah, those are all in there. And then just a lot of the other stuff too. Working with Drew is cool because he worked so closely with Kyle on Cold Like War.
Yeah.
And had a really good grasp of what Kyle liked and what he would have done, and being ahead of the curve when it comes to synthesizers and EDM and all that fun stuff that he was into. So Drew always does a good job of trying to incorporate that in as well.
He did a lot of stuff he did all the stuff on Dark Bloom. Because that was always Kyle's thing, was like the electronics and stuff. And I think we kind of had like a good idea, of like how we wanted it to sound, but they just definitely had they would find like a lot of those sounds that we would like kind of toy with. But they had like an idea of how to evolve it a bit more, which I think is, for me personally, my main focus is like theme and like song ideas and like structure and story. And obviously for Dave, it's like, hey, like my voice, what am I going to do new? Like, what am I going to, nail this part and stuff. So it's really cool to have like someone that could kind of feel out like, or like enjoy doing kind of what Kyle did and be like, yeah, like kind of carry that, forward, and us being like, can you make it sound like that? Like something, whatever it may be. So it was cool. And you just kind of, when you're in the studio, you're just toying around with things, and you're being creative. You're being like messy. So certain things, like you'd be like, that's sick, or, ooh, we can make this work if we change this key and do that. So yeah, like the electronics are always like a foreign part sometimes for us, because Kyle used to always have a lock on it. But it's now more like a fun kind of thing where we're like, dude, like it's messy time. Like let's just put all this stuff together and make something sound cool. So it's a lot of fun.
It's awesome. So where did the title come from for the album?
So I was reading this book by it's called Anatomy of the Spirit, and they have she has this concept in it called it's called All Is One, which is kind of like the golden rule. It's do unto others, they will do unto you kind of thing, and everything in life, like the way you treat it treats you back. So I love that concept. Like I was like, All Is One is so sick, but it was too bare, it needed more context. Like I wanted more texture to it. And we were on a airplane ride to Australia a couple years ago to do our headliner. Everyone was like passed out, and I was just like, I had like Wi-Fi in the plane, so I was like kind of zipping around. I was like looking at Homer quotes, and he had this quote where it's just like, he says everything, or what does he say? He goes, let me teach you a secret, like something they like won't show you in your temple. He's like, the gods envy us. He's like, it's because we're mortal. He's like, everything in life is like fleeting. He's like, everything is just so much more beautiful because we're doomed. So I was like, oh, dude, what if it was just all is like everything and everyone is beautiful because we're doomed? So it's kind of this just like idea of the way you treat things, the way you do things, like it kind of comes back around to you, and like life is like so short. So it's like in those moments, like whether it's a good thing or a bad thing, it's how you respond and how you experience them. They can turn into really beautiful things if you take the time to to, feel them out, and look at them. So yeah, that's kind of where the title came from.
That's beautiful, Andy.
Thank you.
So Dave, kind of how did you prepare vocally for this new record?
I mean, I'm a workhorse, like with everything I do in life. So I've just been really working on my voice and my range and my tone, and then just developing my own character since Dark Bloom. Dark Bloom was difficult for me in its own way because I was still trying to find myself as a singer and like, what's my style? Like Kyle and I shared the same range, but we sound entirely different from each other. And trying to sound like him just wouldn't sound right. And it's not exactly my style either. So I had to really focus during Dark Bloom to figure out like who I was as a singer. And then during the Dark Bloom cycle, I was just kind of still finding myself and honing in on my own style. And then this record was fun because I do feel like I've found my own style, my own signature, and just going in and going hard on that and pushing myself to try new things, different tones, different ranges. It was sick. And coming out of it, I was like, damn, some of these songs are going to be really hard to sing. So I gave myself some more stuff to work on and keep improving on. And it's always a goal of mine to keep pushing it forward and trying to be better, But
awesome.
Yeah, man, it's a lot of practice and hard work and yelling in my basement and my wife wondering what the hell is going on. And
You can tell you've matured even like vocally, and just your singing is it's so crispy on this new album, man.
Thank you.
So I love it. Let's talk about Culture Wound again. What's the inspo for that song? Because I was getting some other bands in my head when I was listening. I was like, oh, this doesn't necessarily sound like We Came as Romans right now. It sounds like a different band. So what are those inspirations?
It's more like industrial kind of music, I was kind of going through and listening to that band Teeth. I think it's like with the Threes. They had just like some cool stuff, and I know that we were just like inspired by like even bands like Bad Omens and stuff like that. We were like, or what's that other band? Like Sleep Token, but like we were like, we want it more dark, more us, like more themed this way, but we want to try some of this stuff. And Will, it's like one of the producers was like, he usually does like Bill Murray and like Hot Milk and like all these other bands, which are like Bill Murray's like country hardcore, which is like crazy to say, but it's like this weird, it's this weird, awesome. They're all great. Like just like he writes not really metalcore stuff, you know what I mean? And so he was like, all right, we're gonna try some industrial stuff. And so he just had a big hand in playing around with like stuff, and we were like, wanted to do this like weird structure and just like. It was one of the first songs where Will because Drew did a lot of the record too, but so did Will. It's the first time we kind of gave him like the keys to the car, and we were like, hey, like, let's write this like really weird, in depth, kind of song. And so we just kind of were like showing him what we liked, and then we just started really stacking and building, and then we're like, oh, what if we change this? And so yeah, that's like,
dude. And then there's even a 5-finger death punch inspired second verse.
Yeah, we were trying to like get the drums down and stuff like that, and we were like, we could do a 5-finger part, Dave. It'd be sick,
dude. And then the vocal cadence too. We're like, well, 5-finger would do this.
Yeah, grab so yeah, yeah.
Dave, what are some of your favorite lyrics from the records?
Honestly, man, I really like the Bad Luck lyrics. It's just, I love the idea of, it's to sum it up, it's like, yes, these bad things have happened to us and it was really hard, but like those things have only made us better and stronger as a band. And, going through those difficult things a lot of times are what have made us strong enough to stick around. And I just love mainly the my bad luck to keep. You can't take that from me. It's just huge. When we came up with that, I was like, that hits so hard. I like those lyrics in that song a lot.
Encompasses a lot of the record too.
It does, cool. Man. And it's cool to start the album with it too, because I think it's a cool story of, all right, here's where we've been the last few years. Bad luck. And then the record kicks off and you get into all the other stories. But yeah, it's hard to say, but for some reason those lyrics really moved me.
That's awesome, man. So when do you guys get stank face? Do you know what stank face is?
Oh, yeah.
When do you get stank face on the record?
Red Smoke.
Red Smoke, dude. That
Smoke?
song, that song's a spanking, dude.
I haven't heard that yet, so
Yeah.
why don't we play that live right now and we can all get some stank face. We'll
Yeah,
do a little
dude.
stank face,
Yeah.
a little headbang. Can we roll Red Smoke?
Driving, baby. You should slow this one down. Underground club in Germany.
Du hast.
Leather attire only.
Standing on death ground. Standing on death ground.
Wow. Guys, that might be my favorite one on the record.
Really?
now.
Yeah,
Dude,
dude.
sick.
Yeah.
That's
Hell
what I'm
yeah, I
talking
love
about.
that.
So talk about some of the cadences that you guys do. Do you usually come up with those rhythms? Like who comes up with the rhythms? You or, Lou or drummer Dave too?
So-
is his name right? I'm
Yeah,
sorry. I'm
yeah,
a
you're
little
good,
sad. Okay.
So this song, I was writing with my buddy Alex at home. He's like a guitar guru, so it's always fun to write with him because I can do a little bit of stuff, but he's like, dude, we can make this way better. He's like, you're just a bass player, give me that thing. So writing with him is always awesome because again, it's just so creative and fun. But we were messing around with some key stuff, and I was like, dude, we need to write almost like a European daggers kind of song, where it's keyboard kind of something Kyle would do, driven. I was like, I say this all the time. So I kept telling him, I was like, no, it needs to be a simple, it's got to sound like a 5-year-old is hitting a piano like a keyboard, distortion as hard as you can, that. And then we wrote out that part and then just built it, wanted to make it just feel like this underground clubby, kind of weird feel. And then we added all these hardcore elements to it for guitars and stuff. So you get this weird EDM thing with this hardcore, almost Kublai Khan, knocked loose kind of vibe to it, with some of the parts. So it was just a cool mixture, it was a cool little cocktail to make,
It's a cool song.
Thank you.
I love it.
Thanks, man.
I love it. All right, so we're going to be getting into some freestyle screaming now. As long as Dave is cool with it and his voice is all right to do with it.
I can do a little bit. I can do a
Okay.
little bit.
Do we have the track Surfer Dad? I don't
Dude.
know if you have that one.
Surfer Dad.
Okay, let me
Not
give you.
Surfer
I'm gonna.
Dad.
Can I come and airdrop it real quick?
I gotta pee.
Surfer Dad.
Let's take like a 2-minute break.
Yeah.
Surfer Dad.
Quinn, hit another clap.
All right. Gotta warm up.
Gotta be good.
Yeah,
That was good. It's good.
All right, everybody. Here's what we're going to be doing. We're doing something called Freestyle Scream. I don't think I've heard that before. I don't think I've seen that before, but Dave is going to be one of the first people to do a Freestyle Scream. But here's what we're going to do. We're going to give him 2 options. So we're going to listen to the song first, listen to it in one go. And then Dave, you can either just freestyle scream, we'll listen to it one more time, put the headphones on and scream it, or Andy and I can help you write some lyrics and produce it. What do you want to do?
I think I'd like some help.
He's requesting help. All right. Ding, ding, ding. Let's do it. So what we'll do is we'll play the song first. I wrote it for you guys. I hope you like it. If you hate it, just kind of smile and bear through it and be like, that was all right, buddy, But it'll be fun, and we can do a little part. It's like a minute-long song, so it should be fun. All right? All right.
I'm thinking of lyrics right now. Yeah,
All right.
that was
Let's go with
dope.
some lyrics.
That was dope. Yeah.
Thanks, man.
I love it.
Hell yeah, dude. I appreciate that. Let's do it. All right.
All right.
So it's called Surfer Dad?
Surfer Dad.
Surfer Dad.
Also, earlier I wasn't texting. I had a lyric idea, so I was jotting it down
Okay.
on this note before I made my final.
Yeah, let me get the...
Thinking like, no money, no car, but I'm the man. Can't stop me from surfing.
I'm just gonna write stuff.
Any way I
I'm just gonna
can.
write stuff that describes you.
I thought we were writing about Surfer Dad.
Well, I want to write about
You wrote about me?
Dave Stevens. I want to.
Okay.
This is actually such a good
down
opportunity
with
just
that
to
too.
hear. It's wild just to hear
I
you
thought we
yell
had to
about
write
yourself.
about the surfer guy, but we can write about me. That's fine. That'd be hilarious.
You want to play the track one more time?
Yeah.
All right, roll it.
I'm gonna write some stuff down.
Oh my god!
I'll write some
What are you
stuff
gonna-
too, and
what are you
we'll...
gonna write?
Okay. Can you play the beginning just real quick one more time?
What do you got, man?
That's a little, yeah, you would have to change it up. All right, we're good. Let's start. I'm like, pour 'em up, drink the bourbon in my cup. Tonight, Dave's a big bourbon fan, and then I was getting to a section about your power tools.
Yeah. Big power tool fan, too.
Yeah. Milwaukee knows best was a lyric.
Yeah. Definitely throw some in there about Milwaukee.
Best.
Throw some...
General inspectors are the enemy. all I know is power tools and hardwood floors. Get out of the grill. Out of my way. All right, what do you got? I'm just kind of.
I was doing it more serious, yeah. Looking for the answer to the question you ask. Looking for a doctor to save my ass.
Oh, I like that, dude. I like the rhyme. Let's see.
There's some gym stuff in there.
Oh, yeah.
What's your favorite beer?
Miller Lite, brother.
Nice.
Oh,
I
yeah,
love Miller
Miller.
Lite too.
I used to like craft beers, but they just... they hurt. They hurt.
IPAs, yeah.
Oh, dude.
It's like toxic waste.
Yeah, it's rough.
Yeah, pour 'em up, drink the bourbon in your cup.
I don't know how the hell I'm
I
gonna
know
put this together, but
You can also
like a
do just
one-liner.
like some mumble screams, just like just make it real, so people can't understand it too. If you just do it with
mumble
the
screams.
cadence, some mumble screams with the
I was
cadence.
gonna give you some one-liners.
Yeah.
Milwaukee knows best. Got the grill out of my way. Gym or die.
hitting chest and tries.
Yeah. Hit.
You got the grill in there.
Yeah.
Sick. Oh. You gotta add that I'm Diamond Delta Dave.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do a product review by Andy's writing.
What we got? Woodstock. Indica Woodstock.
Indica Woodstock. Let's go. Shout out Woodstock.
Hitting chest and tries to impress all the guys. It's like
So I think Andy's tapped out right now, so I'll do this product
Yeah.
review live. We'll do a smell.
As you can tell in my last
smell
lyric.
around.
Ooh.
That smells different than the last one.
It does.
Earthy, a little bit.
Yes. And almost like spicy.
Some cinnamon.
oh yeah, it does kind of have a cinnamon kind of. Little cinnamon vanilla. What's the name of this one called again?
Woodstock.
Woodstock.
Indica.
Oh, damn.
It's an indica.
Nice.
A little harsh on the first hit, but smooth on the end.
It smells good.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. The
No,
smokes
dude.
is going into.
It's all good. It's all good. I would like to try to smoke sometime and see if I can sing, but I'd rather do that at home or before practice or
when
something.
People are counting on you to have a great performance.
Now when there's 1,000 people there, I'm like, I'm going to figure out if I can sing now.
You guys come on stage, you sing one song, and you're just like, sorry guys, everybody, that guy right there,
It's his
get
fault.
him, it's his fault. Fuck.
He'll be personally refunding all of your tickets, so just go find him outside.
help me with this last lyric. It'd be like, so one last time, call me by my name, something, something. I'm like Diamond Dave or something like that.
Call me by my name.
So call me. So one last time,
You all,
call me.
I'm sure you already know, but I'm Diamond Delta Dave.
Yeah. So one last time, call me by my name. Say it out loud, Delta, or something like that.
Say it with your chest,
Yes,
Diamond Delta Dave.
say it with your chest.
All right, well, Andy's still writing.
So-
Dave, do you want to answer a fan
So
question?
one
Yeah.
time, call me. So one.
I got a video here for you.
Hey guys, my name's Anthony. I'm from California. I sing and scream for a band called Dead Widow. Been a huge fan of you guys since like the Diplomacy days. Love what you guys have done the entire time. So my question, I guess, is mostly for Dave. As a singer screamer, what do you do to try to balance out the two styles when writing your music? You know, singing versus screaming. You know, just kind of making the parts either work together or compartmentalizing them. And then I guess my follow-up would be, do you have a favorite between the two? Do you like to sing more than scream or scream more than sing? Yeah, thanks guys. I appreciate it. You guys have a great one.
Anthony, hell yeah. I love that he's got the All That shirt on too. Sick. Good times, that show. I'd say, to answer his second question, I kind of am enjoying singing more lately just because it's still newer to me, you know, in the grand scheme of things. I mean, I've been screaming for like 20 years or 15 years, whatever it's been. And, you know, singing's more new. So it's still really exciting to me. And singing's cool because there's so many things you can do with it, man. There's like, beyond the different notes and tones, there's different volumes. And, you know, screaming's a little more pedal to the metal all the time. So I like that. But I mean, screaming's still sick because you can make parts really heavy with screaming. I don't know, something I try to do, like leading into a chorus, is I try to make the screams lead into it a bit, like start giving them a little more pitch, a little more rise, and then boom, into the chorus. I think that's what he was asking. And then it helps me flip easier too. Like if I'm screaming and I start to put a little bit of a note behind it and a little more, like a note, it helps the flip easier compared to if I'm just belting out a scream. So yeah, that's what I do.
What's been your favorite screaming part on the new record and your favorite singing part?
Screaming part, I love the breakdown in Red Smoke, the standing on death ground. Oh, that little bark hybrid. That part just hits so hard. Or I started like messing with some super lows that I do in like B2TM. I tease them in Culture Wound a little bit. They're in Red Smoke a couple points. Those are fun too, as I didn't do those before. Still, like, it's crazy doing this so long. I'm still learning things like that, but incorporating those in, that was fun and exciting. I just like new stuff. And then singing wise, I think I'm really proud of Culture Wound or Bad Luck. It's hard to pick, but both songs are cool because I feel like I'm doing a lot in those songs and using every part of my range. And Culture Wound in particular, the falsetto at the beginning, I've never done that in a song, so that was cool. Yeah, man.
That's awesome. All right, we're gonna do one more fan question. Andy, how's lyrics coming?
I just wrote just one-liners for Dave to yell.
There's one-liners? Okay.
I couldn't figure out the Diamond Dave one, so you just have Diamond Dave. But if you just want to yell all these, I figured it's like I would have to sit here and be like, all right, cadence got to be like this. But you could just yell. You can add your own in there too if you want.
All right, guys, here's the fan question, Tim.
How do you feel about those?
Megan.
Sick.
Hi, I'm Megan, and I've been a really big fan for a while now. And I just wanted to ask, recently, what are some subjects that have been big inspirations to you while creating new music?
Awesome.
Yeah, I mean, we're kind of all over. We've named some movies, some books, other bands. I mean,
yeah, I was going to say, like, I think everyone kind of gets like different subjects or whatever for like, or just different things for inspiration, you know. And that's the cool part about writing music. You can be inspired by anything, you know, to write about it. But I think the big one for me is at least books and like concepts. But I think you and I really relate on movies more so, like the Dune kind of stuff. But yeah, even for like Dark Bloom, like that came from like a shadow work book. Like it was like day one of Dark Bloom, and it was like talking about having 4 walls and then knocking them down to make your shadow like a pasture instead of like a condensed kind of thing. And I just thought that was cool. And I was like, yeah, don't let your like dark just kind of bloom in itself. And I was like, that's so sick. So I brought it up like day one, and then that's how we like, you know, kind of got the title. But yeah, I don't know. Like, and again, it's experiences we've all shared and all done together. So I wish there was like one specific thing. So that'd be easy. I'd just be like, well, we'll just go to that. You know what I mean? But I think it's ever evolving, ever changing thing. So, which is great.
Yeah, man.
Awesome. All right, let's get to screaming.
Oh God.
Can we get the song in the headphones?
I'm gonna mess up these cadences so bad.
It's gonna be all right. Just mumble your way through it. All right.
Yeah.
We're gonna do
I
one
just wrote
take. Are
things
you
that
cool
were,
with
like,
that?
Stupid funny.
Yeah.
I was like, you know.
This is gonna be probably a little louder than I talk. I don't know if they need to adjust. It's pretty loud. Can they turn it down a little bit?
Here, you need the notes.
Oh shit. Hey, yeah! Check! We doing it?
Not yet. We'll,
All right.
we'll roll it back. Roll it
like
back and
so
turn
amped.
down the headset a little bit for Dave.
Yeah! Alright. Can they start the song over? one
Yeah.
time?
Can we start a song over?
I'm ready.
Can we get the song started over one more time?
Oh, I think he's doing it.
Say that one more time.
Can we get the song started over?
Yeah. That's
Thank you. And headphones down a little bit.
Oh shit.
I turned it down
there
for
we
you. Is that not quiet enough?
Can you turn it down a little more?
Yeah, no problem. John's just fucking up, guys.
Pour 'em up, pour 'em up. Pour 'em up, pour 'em up. Gonna drink the bourbon in my cup. Let's go, so pour 'em up, pour 'em up. Gonna drink all the bourbon in my cup. Cause all I know is power tools and hardwood floors. So what do you do? Cause that's what I do. Milwaukee tools know best. Besides, they're better than the rest. The god of the grill, it's my only thrill. Get out of my way, cause I'm Diamond fucking Dave. Delta baby all the way. I'm Diamond fucking Dave. Delta all the way. I'm Diamond fucking Dave. Hitting chest and tries to impress my friends. Fuck all the rest. Hitting chest and tries every day. Cause that's the only way. Yeah. Never skip leg day. What do you do? Never skip leg day. Or you're a bitch. Cause I'll never skip.
Hey, team effort. Team effort.
I like that, dude. That was fucking sick.
All right, we're gonna do a product review real quick. Let's see what the magic. Andy, do you want to pull one?
Yeah, I'll pull one, but
But you won't pull
I'm
one.
smelling only.
He'll smell and only.
This nose.
Man, I was really like when I was coming up with the show.
Woodstock. Wait, did we?
We
just
already
do
did
that?
Woodstock.
Damn.
When I was coming up with this idea, I was like, I think I can outsmoke most rock stars right
Bubble
now.
hash.
So I was like, I think this would be funny to just see me being like, come on, you guys,
Dude,
you
that
can't
was
hang.
awesome.
What the hell?
This is
What's this one? What do we
Hepworth.
got? Hepworth?
Yeah, bubble hash infused
Whoa.
pre-wall. Ooh. Sun grown. Bubble punch high octane grape. Jesus.
All right, toss it.
Sounds
over.
like a smoothie.
Smell it.
I think that's all it is. Yeah, you should leave.
You guys smell it.
Yo, bro.
Has every 2 cannabis pre-rolls.
Smoky.
Yeah.
It's like charcoaly.
Sweet.
Get a little bit of plastic with the
Kind of like vanilla. Maybe. I don't know.
let me smell.
I'm a bourbon guy.
Yeah. Oh wait.
Oh
what?
wow. I'm getting like coffee.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It smells like coffee. Like,
Wow.
yeah.
Isn't that interesting?
Like a bittersweet
I didn't,
kind of-
all
yeah.
these
Yeah.
all these different cannabis brands smell different. They taste different. It's
Dude,
it's interesting. It's
Depends on what
just
you
like
grow them in.
That's a
and-
part of this culture I didn't realize was such
Yeah.
a thing, that you can like actually taste different stuff and you're smelling it. And it's more than just let's get ripped.
Yeah.
It's kind of
Yeah.
cool, man.
yeah.
Yeah,
is
with
kinda
bourbon,
cool,
we do
Dave.
that. We're like, dude,
Yeah,
It's a
it's-
pistachio
It's like the
and-
same thing
yeah.
with weed.
this is
It's pretty
tricky
sweet.
though, dude. I'm like, I feel like you have to, you really have to either
Yeah.
smoke it or,
All right,
cool, man.
so tell me the weirdest thing a fan has ever gotten you, like giving you
Oh.
something, a gift, like something weird, or like
I don't know.
I feel like our fans are pretty
Pretty-
tame when
yeah.
you compare them to like some of the other culty like fans of other
Yeah.
bands.
Or like,
Our fans are pretty chill, honestly.
maybe the best gift you've gotten from a fan. Then,
dude, I used to get a lot of like really cool vinyls, like
Yeah.
that people would bring out, which was awesome. I started like collecting vinyl. People would bring me like In Flames vinyls or A$AP Rock, and I was like, dude, this is so nice. But then like, there's a lot of really cool like homemade like paintings and like some people just do like designs of like the Hope logo, or like one
Yeah,
time we
that
got
string
the
one.
string
Yeah.
like Hope logo. Someone took like
That's
wood
crazy.
and like all these nails and wire and made this like crazy string like Hope logo, which was cool.
One of my buddies in Texas had his friend make us these custom bourbon flight
Yeah.
trays. And it had like our band name on it and our logo and everything. And then it said whiskey time, which is like one of our traditions before the show. And yeah, and you could put your cups in it. That was pretty cool too.
Yeah, a really actually like heartfelt moment was when we got. So it was like years ago, like the first time we went to Europe, we had to drink absinthe. We were like, we got to do it, dude. It's like in the movies, you know. So
Oh, yeah.
So we got this absinthe,
about
and
that.
so we loved it. And then our friend just kept bringing all of these like different bottles. She had like a cannabis bottle, and we were like, what? And this is back in like 2012 or something like that, or 2010. And so each time we'd come back, she'd keep bringing us like these like really like crazy weird bottles. And when Kyle passed, we hadn't gone like back to Europe in like years. And then we finally went back, and she was like, guys, I'm so sorry to hear about everything. She's like, I had this bottle of absinthe that says it's called Kyle. Like that's the title of the bottle. And she's like, I was going to give it to you guys, but then like he passed. And so I've been holding on to it since. And so we played, not Download. What was it? What was that festival in the UK?
I can't remember which one it was, to be honest.
Yeah, there was just a festival we played in the UK. It was really cool. We played with like a bunch
Slam
of bands.
Dunk.
Slam Dunk.
Yeah.
Good memory. And they had this like big artist like tent that was like huge and had all these bean bags, and like no one was in it. So we were like, we all sat around as a band, and we like cracked open this bottle of absinthe, and like we like poured the cup into all of our things.
Oh,
We-
it wasn't just absinthe. It was absinthe with weed in it.
Oh, yeah,
too.
with
and
weed
it was
in it.
real absinthe,
Yeah.
like the wormwood stuff.
and
like
this
from
was
Eastern
after we
Europe,
played.
and-
So we were like, all right. And we
yeah,
were
after
like,
we played.
but we just were telling stories about Kyle and like all like the good memories, and we just sat there for like an hour and a half, and we were just like drinking and passing it around. And then Connie from CU Space Cabo was there, and we're like, come on in, and she was like, oh, I never knew Kyle, but like this is awesome that you guys do this. And then some crew members came and hung out. So it was just like a really was a really thoughtful gift that she like held on
Yeah,
to
yeah.
it. It made the whole band just kind of sit and do some
She
reflecting.
held on to it for like years too. Which was cool.
So, but yeah,
That was a good one.
yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. So tell me a funny story, like the funniest story you guys have from a past tour.
Oh,
Like the
man.
classic, like don't pull a Andy, you know.
I don't know.
There's so many.
There's
Dude.
so many.
It's gonna be hard to think of one.
Yeah, the chipping,
Chipping's pretty good.
dude. So
Or when we formed a cult.
yeah, we had a cult for a
Yeah, we had a
while.
pretty big cult for a while.
So we'll do like speed rounds. Like so,
Yeah.
the chipping basically was, you know, I like cleaning the bus and like, you know, and we were like drinking one night and like bus was clean, and then like Louis like drops this like bag of chips and it goes on the ground, and instead of like I'm like about to pick it up and Lou he's just in his feet, starts like stomping. I'm like, stop, dude, stop. And I was like a little tipsy. I'm like, wait, let me try. And then I start doing it, and then we're all like, this is hilarious. And so we're dumping chips all over the carpet of the bus, and then like the next day we're like, we should do that again. So we're like more chips, and we're throwing popcorn, and then we're like, this is hilarious. So we're on the writer, we're like, we need 50 bags of chips. So then we get all these chips, and then we're like, got this huge banner that said like the chipping, and we had like this potato chip song, and everyone was like, all right, at midnight the chipping begins. And then we're all like, all of us are just in our feet just crunching these potato chips up, and like a lot of drinking, but it was like so much fun. And then we had to go buy like a $300 vacuum. And then in the morning we vacuumed it, and I was filming, and I was like, it's like nothing ever happened. Like the carpet was prestige and clean.
This is
and,
catching on though. There's other bands that are doing
Yeah.
chippings now, and they're
No
trying
way.
to take credit.
Yeah,
but
we
No.
started
we
the
are
chipping.
the OGs.
Yeah.
We are the OGs.
Yeah. And then
And then
cult.
the
Go ahead.
cult was a thing. We were bored one day, and we were like, we should just start a cult. So like we started inviting people up, and we'd initiate them. And there was this whole ceremony where you had to take a chip and throw it on the ground and smash it, and then you had to do communion. So communion was smashing the chip, and then you had to drink like something out of a bowl, whatever
Yeah.
you want. It could be beer, White Claw, juice,
Water,
water.
yeah.
It doesn't matter. But you had to drink something out of a doggy bowl, and then Josh would read a chapter out of a smut book,
And we're all
like
in
an alien smut.
We're
book.
all in robes.
Yeah, we'd all, like,
sitting around, and the
put
people
robes
like
over
don't
each
have
other.
any
Robes,
idea what's
so-
happening, and he's reading
They were our
the thing.
They were our bus blankets, like,
yeah,
for each bunk. So
and
we'd
we
all
had
come out.
like I had like the soundboard, so I would play like it was like it sounded like you were in a dungeon, like with like goblins going like a haunted house, and then we when the bowl gets passed around, you'd speak in tongues.
Yeah.
You'd be like, oh, mama, like you'd say like whatever and be drinking, and then we'd be like initiate them. We'd be like, if you want to be in the thing, you get on all fours and bark like as loud as you can. And they'd be like bark, and then we're like, all right, it's done. And then we're like, now for the chipping, and we'd chip and be like, you can't tell anyone, but you got to go tell, or you got to find two people. Can't tell them what's up. Like it's for tomorrow. Tell them a time. Meet here, and we would have the new people
And we
recruiting.
would take their phones before they
And
came
take-
up. So they would
yeah,
come
yeah.
up and be like, what
What
the
is
hell
going
is
on?
going on?
We had,
all
like-
the lights would be off. The smoke
Yeah.
machine would be on. We'd have
And we had one member who was always on a leash, like barking. We'd be holding the back, and then but you tell them, you'd be like, all right, you're in the club now, get out of here. And they'd be like, get out of here, come back in 10 minutes. And we'd kick them out, and then we'd like shut the door and turn the lights on and go, clean up time. And then we put on the Friend song where it's like, damn, so no, but I told you it's gonna be this way. And we'd like clean the whole bus, like put everything
yeah.
away. And then they'd come back up, and we'd be like, oh, dude, how you been? Haven't seen you. And like everything would be normal on the bus.
I don't want to
to
say who was in it, but it got really big. We were over 100 members
yeah.
No
for a while.
way.
And then other
like,
bands started doing it to other,
yeah,
like
and
in
certain
other tours.
bands, they started their own chapters where they would do their ceremonies, and we did.
And we
ours.
went
and
to
we'd always
write-
like video in, like one ceremony had like 50 people that
Yeah.
phoned into the webcast of it, and it got pretty big.
Yeah, our
It recently
Caleb-
expanded though. It got a little too crazy.
yeah. Caleb from Beartooth's like, I heard you guys got like some kind of cult. We're like, who spilled the beans, dude? Like, who said it? Tell us right now, dude.
So what do you guys do? Do you do anything together? The cult?
The cults, chipping.
Yeah, we would just get together and smash chips and bark at
Yeah.
each other and
Nice.
yeah,
read smut
normal
books.
stuff.
And
yeah. We
About
like
it.
to go check out stuff like go, I don't know, good bourbon spots and stuff.
oh, I
too.
thought you meant just the cult. Besides the cult,
Oh,
yeah, yeah.
yeah. Is that what you meant?
Either or.
Yeah,
Besides
either or.
the cult, I mean, the cult was a pretty big thing.
Yeah.
But besides the cult, yeah, I mean, Andy and I go exploring a lot.
Yeah.
Just walking around,
Especially in Europe and
checking out good place to eat, drink, sightsee. You know,
gyms.
Yeah, Jim's, you know, as you heard in my song,
Yeah.
Jim.
Crush that, dude. One take.
Yeah, and David, our drummer too. Three of us were always chumming around, exploring, and we have scooters, electric scooters. They're awesome.
Nice.
It's like having a car on tour, man. Just pull that thing out from under the bus and
Zip around at night.
yeah, man.
Be careful here.
Yeah.
Oh, it's terrifying here.
Yeah.
I didn't take mine out of the bus today. I was like, I'll just walk wherever I
Coffee
need to go.
cocktail scooters, dude.
Yep.
CCS.
CCS.
It's a club.
Nice. So what fandoms are you guys a part of?
I don't know. Like,
You're not a big nerd on anything?
No, not like I don't really like. Is that like more like video game kind of stuff, or? I mean, I haven't played. The last game I got was Wukong, Black Myth, which was sick, but I still haven't beat it. I feel like I got it like a year ago, but I like Zelda a lot.
Zelda, The Last of Us.
The Last of Us was really good. God of War I really liked. But I haven't gamed out. I haven't had time like with writing and stuff and traveling and doing all that. So I've been trying to read like so much more. And Dave and I do like a book exchange. So we did that like this year already too. So we're like trying to be like, had my gaming days like earlier, you know, now I'm trying to really hone in on reading more, but
I don't know.
I wish I had a fandom.
If books count, I mean, I'm really into the Red Rising series.
Yeah.
That shit's
That was awesome.
wild. I got Andy to read the first book, and he was like,
bro,
"Yeah, dude, that's
really
insane."
sick.
But they got a pretty big following. I guess there's a HowlerCon convention, like Howler convention. And Howlers are like these characters in the book that are, like the main characters' fixers, like they're his little mob.
Okay.
And so there's a Howler convention, I guess, in Denver or something, where
You're
these
gonna
people come out, and I don't know if I'm hardcore enough, but maybe.
Do it.
I might have to read the series
Yeah.
another time through or something.
Yeah. Well, I want to talk about something. It's called The Circle.
Oh yeah.
I want to
dude.
talk about that experience and kind of your experience
Yeah.
being on the show. So kind of first, how did you prepare Heather for her role?
So she just like, I guess like she had tried to sign up for Big Brother, which is another TV show, and she didn't get into it. And then the caster was like, dude, like we'll keep an eye out, but you should try for The Circle. So she did it, and then she got the role, and then they were like, you have to play as like someone else. And so she was like, okay, like I'll play as like a band dude. And so she had messaged like me, and then like I think there was like 9 other like dudes that played in bands and are like in the touring world. And so she like had 9 for Netflix to like pick from, and they're like, oh, we like the blonde dude. And I had blonde hair at the time. And so she reached out and was like, hey, do you want to do this? And I was like, dude, hell yeah, that'd be awesome, you know? So her and I got together, and we just like made a game plan, told her everything, like, you know, like about me in a sense, if like someone was to ask like a question, like what do the tattoos mean? Like what's some band stuff? Like you're from Detroit, like certain things. So, cause you're allowed to make your own plan before you go in to try to like, you know, make it believe that it's like me. So I'm like, if they ask you a question about gear, where you're from, or, you know, whatever, you got to be like ready to do it and make it sound real. So we like planned all this out and like got like books and different things. And, you know, like, oh, you can only bring so much stuff to like the apartments that you're in. So made a game plan, and then Netflix was like, we just need a lot of pictures and stuff and videos of you. And I was like, that's it. And they're like, that's all you gotta do. And I'm like, all right, cool. So sent it there, and yeah, it was just a really cool experience to be on TV, and everyone was awesome. And yeah, I've FaceTimed some of the other people in the circle too, which is really cool, and everyone seems super nice. But yeah, I really didn't have to do much, and it was just like a really cool thing. But I was really proud of Heather. Like she's such a good friend, and it was cool to see her. Like she's always wanted to be on TV and do that thing, you know. And so I was really proud and really stoked of her, and it was just like a fun thing overall. So it was cool.
That's awesome. So if Netflix asked you to be on a future season, would you say yes?
Oh, hell yeah.
And how would you play that game? Like what's your strategy going?
I'd probably
into the
do it
game?
like this. I'd be like, well, I'm dipping my toe in, dude, just one, and then I'd, you know, say a couple things. But no, I feel like on the fly, I would be so, you know, I don't know. That's like a really high stress thing. I'm sure I'd be fine, but like, you know, typing everything all out, like I hate texting already. I'm such a bad texter. I'm more of a people in person, you know, kind of thing. So I feel like just even doing that, I'm like,
Dude, if it was an in-person game, you would win because you have more friends than anyone I've ever met. Like you can
Thanks,
make
man.
friends with anyone. If it was an in-person thing,
yeah.
you'd be all the way to the championship. for
Thank
sure.
you, man. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
So you're saying I'm a
with
bad
everyone.
texter. I'm not good.
He's a
I'm
bad
friends with
texter.
him. He's
I
a
am.
good, yeah. And
It's
yeah.
okay. I accept.
All right, guys. So we're gonna talk about one more topic, and then that's gonna conclude the show.
All right, man.
So it's some deep stuff, and this was supposed to be. We're all supposed to be super baked by
Yeah.
now, but you guys are
still got
not
a
as
little
baked. But
buzz
we're gonna
going.
have these type of baked conversations. Anyways,
That's cool.
Sick.
All right. So I want to know, kind of, how has your spirituality been shaken, and how has it grown?
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I mean, we've seen a lot of the world and we've been through a lot of stuff. And I'd say my beliefs have definitely changed over the years. I was raised in, a Christian household and stuff. And some of the experiences I've been through have just led me away from that more and more just into a perspective of, the golden rule. Just the golden rule, just do unto others is, God damn,
They do
I can't
unto
even say
you.
it.
Yeah.
Is they do unto you. And just being open-minded and treating everyone with respect and being open to change and differences between people and trying to be accepting of everybody. And I think my spirituality is a little more, I do believe in like some kind of higher power and the universe, but I think I have more faith in just people in general, and just being good to one another. It's kind of where I'm at.
Yeah, I totally agree. I came from like a super Christian background. Like my parents, like they were missionaries, and I lived in India when I was like, I want to say like 3 or 4 or something like that. So it was like, I barely remember any of it, but I like have like some like little, things here or there. But, that church ended up being like, when we came back, like kind of like a cultier-ish church. And we had to move like a bunch. So I moved like, it's like 10 or 12 times, and then like wound up in like, like kind of like the Troy-ish area. But like, for a while I like really believed in God, and I was like, my parents, like they kind of talked about it a little bit here, but then they just kind of, after that, they were like, no more, but like for a while, like I like didn't believe in God and was on and off. And I think just as you evolve as a human, you're always going to be changing, growing and learning and questioning things. So I think it's like super important to do so. And like Dave said, like you do have to believe in people and like what's going on around you. And I think as like time went on, I really learned how to like meditate and do yoga and calm my mind and then read more about like Buddhism and things like that. And so now, it's like I do believe in a God, a person or a thing or an entity I talk to upstairs. I believe that there's like a source to a higher power. And I do believe that there is a universe out there and a frequency waiting to like align with yourself. And if you're quiet and you're in tune with yourself and you're in tune with what you want and you can touch base on how you feel in doing something that not only betters who you are to your core, but betters the people around you, then I think that you're really onto something. And I feel like, a heaven and hell concept is just a feeling. And I think that you have the choice, like the responsibility means how you respond to life. So if you're in tune with yourself and you're responding to life with the thought and the feeling and doing the best you can, then that is like, being a part of everyone and everything is ultimately like what I feel like a God would be. So I don't think that there's any point in hating it because I don't have any hate towards myself or anyone else. I know I have to, the best feeling is being the best version of me. You know what I mean? And so in seeking that, you just got to be really quiet and listen. So that's my take on it.
It's very wise.
Thank you.
Very
Seriously.
wise. That's awesome. So what kind of like ethical codes do you guys live by, or philosophies that you kind of have?
Bourbon after 8 p.m. And then, I'm joking. I'm joking. I mean, yeah, it's golden rule. Do unto others.
Yeah, man. I mean, I think it's really sad. I mean, how divisive everything has become lately. And at the end of the day, most human beings just want the same thing as we want, no matter where they are in the world or what their beliefs are. Everyone typically wants the same thing. And I think that's sad that a lot of people can't see that. So, I mean, I just try to live my life like that, like be open-minded of others and be kind to others, as kind as I can. And that's how I live. And I feel like in doing that, I wind up bringing out the best in some other people too. And so, you know, I feel like when there's days where I get up and I'm in a pissed mood and I go around my day pissed, everything that happens to me also sucks. And that the people I meet and everything, they're just reciprocating what I'm giving them. But if I'm giving people all my energy and respect and kindness, that's going to reciprocate back, and it's just going to compound and lead to better days and better vibes. And so that's how I live.
Yeah, I agree. I think that it's a cool quote. It's the way you do anything is the way you do everything. So I think that, like,
yeah, dude, that's so true.
Yeah, you just kind of like, even it's like the way you know, like even with my bass, like the way I do things, like how am I treating it? You know what I mean? It's like, but if I lack certain things, it means I'm neglecting something else that maybe I need to go check in on. And I think a lot of people, you know, want to help this big picture, but like a lot of times you got to like check in on yourself, you know, and do those kind of things. But yeah, like a little goes a long way. And I agree with same with what Dave says, like you give what you get kind of thing. And
yeah, man.
If I'm in a bad mood, dude, I know I go on a walk, you know, or I do something to kind of calm down. But yeah, man, it's like everyone's just out here just trying to feel love and peace and freedom. And, you know, you just have to be patient with it and with people. And you don't know the kind of day they're having either. So you just do the best you can. That's all. You're going to have good days. You're going to have bad days. And again, like bad luck, it's like those bad days, like they can make or break you, but it's your choice. And it's a decision how you respond and how you like pull through and make it a part of your life and be like, oh, I got through that bad day, you know, or that bad thing. So, yeah.
Awesome. Do you guys believe in life outside of Earth?
Oh, aliens? Yeah, dude, 100%. I have no way.
There's no way.
Yeah,
there absolutely is.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
and we've admitted I think the government was like, yeah, they're there. They're there.
During COVID, they
Yeah.
were like, oh, by the way, we found aliens.
Yeah.
And everyone's like,
UFOs,
but
yeah.
COVID.
Yeah. No, it's true, and I feel like it kind of really bums me out that like we have such problems in the world today, because it's like the fact that we found out about this, you know, other like crazy, like really advanced like form of life, we should be like, oh, dude, we're all the same. Like we should check these guys out, you know, and see what they got going on. You know what I mean? Like you'd think it would put down a lot of
think about the fact
the things like that.
Seriously, like if they were violent aliens and they came trying to take over our planet, the whole world all of a sudden wouldn't give a shit about our differences.
Yeah.
It'd all be like, all right, save Earth, let's go.
So, or even vice versa, they were like really stoked. You know what I mean? Like I don't know.
Yeah, dude.
It's crazy. I don't know, but it's a good point.
There's absolutely
absolutely.
I mean,
yeah.
the univerce is way too big for there to be nothing else out there.
Yeah, no, I
Smoke
totally
enough
agree.
of this for you to be an alien, man.
What would you ask an alien? Like, what kind of conversation would you have with them?
Have you tried the 3 Kush?
All right, guys, this concludes the show. I just want to thank you guys for joining us. This has been a great time, great hanging with you.
Yeah, man.
Can't wait to
thanks for
see you
having us.
perform later tonight.
Hell yeah.
I just want to thank a few special people for making this possible. Thanks to Logan, Norberto, Trevor, Ricardo, John, Tier, Joe, Vanessa, Ethan, Devin, Mikey, Shay, Jacob, and Megan. We are going to have these cue cards signed. So if you follow official Hotbox Show, we're going to give away 5 of these Hotbox Show signed by Dave and Andy.
Sweet.
So guys, while we close out the show, is there anything you want to say to your fans?
Honestly, I mean, just thanks for listening to us and supporting us through all of our ups and downs and keeping us doing this for 20 years, which is pretty insane. Sounds cliche, but seriously, without people buying tickets and coming to our shows and buying merch, like we couldn't be doing what we're doing. So very thankful for that.
Yeah. Just like, literally couldn't have a show, couldn't have a career, couldn't have a job, and couldn't do fun things or tell cool stories like this without you guys. So thank you. It really means the world. Like keeps the engine going.
Yup.
All right. I'm producer Quinn. This is the Hotbox Show. Thanks, guys.
Yeah. Thank you, man.
Sweet.
Dude, that was awesome, man.
Yeah, dude. That was fun.
Pour 'em up, pour 'em up. Pour 'em up, pour 'em up. Gonna drink the bourbon in my cup. Let's go, so pour 'em up, pour 'em up. Gonna drink all the bourbon in my cup. 'Cause all I know is